go. Now, this is actually supposed to be underwater, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't figure out how. The sea turtles, the fishies. Actually, we have that cliff over there, too. This thing. Oh, the thing with the, volcano. And another sea turtle. He's trying to hitch a ride, but we're not going to let him. There's a fishy. Okay. Now. There's It's a Small World, where it says 11 o'clock with a happy smiley face. That's supposed to be a happy smiley face that, turns left and right to keep time. Oh good, we're going to the zoo. So there used to be a petting zoo in Disneyland. I saw the coloring book originally in, I want to say 1992. And I saw cows. And then I bought it in 2000 before we went to Disneyland. Chicken ducks, because I never heard what the answer was on the subject. Birds. And that is so weird. They always hang out by one tree. Like they're having church. Pigs. Dang, I haven't seen a Minecraft pig since last time I was at the zoo. Sheep. I say that because at one point, I haven't really seen a cow either. At one point, wolves. I was building the mansion, and I was building, I want to say, Sean and Ashley's room. Ocelots. And literally, there's a cow bouncing on the bed. Bats. Had to add some more because some of them despawned or something. Okay. Why are we not going? I don't know. Llamas. A not so fun fact about llamas is that, they spit. They're not very nice sometimes. This is not labeled, so it's mules or donkeys. This is also not labeled, so they're donkeys or mules. I don't know the difference. If you do, please tell me. What?
One can reproduce, the other cannot on the game.
I meant visually speaking. Dolphins, much better viewed in, okay. There we go. See? Oh, those are fishies. Those are dolphins. I'm sorry, I had to come in and visit. I had blue floor in there. And then I decided, they need to be able to eat. I don't know what dolphins eat in Minecraft, so... Well, I don't know what dolphins eat in real life either. So, yeah, glow squid. Those are froggies. We'll get over there eventually. This is the backside of the dolphin tank. Sea turtles. Doesn't tell me, but some kind of fish. I want to say salmon. The axolotls. Okay. Then we had some goats hanging out up here, so I had to go and stop them off. Unfortunately, that was when they could jump, so. And the goats. They used to jump really, 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 really high, so that's why their roof's way up there. But since the frogs came in, they don't jump so high anymore. Okay, so I thought dragon eggs meant that they could actually spawn a dragon, but I've got, you know, scary mobs turned off, so that's probably why it didn't do it. Here's the froggies. I like the froggies. I was voting for the froggies. Every time somebody said, what do you want them to come up with in Minecraft? I'm like, froggies. Because I want more the merrier animals so I can add to my zoo. And I did not lose one frog in the making of that zoo. Glow squid. Yeah, more glow squid. Same glow squid. And we're going to take the stop for a second and go tell that turtle to stay indoors. There we go. Okay, so go back over here and we can see the other animals. I think the only thing I don't have is puffer fish because I was going to put them in with all the other animals, and then at some point I figured out puffer fish kill all the other sea-going animals and decided not to do that. These are regular squids. These are foxes. They look a little weird to me. Well, sometimes they look a little weird to me. Pandas! Is that panda dead, or is he just being weird?
Being weird. Probably named Wishbone.
Okay, let's see if my son named that poor panda Wishbone. No, his name is Pandy. So Pandy's just, you know, doing that puppy dog thing where he's got his legs up. Okay. Normally, it is not okay to go into a mob of pandas like that. I am guessing from what I've heard. Horsies. Or horses. As the sign says. A ton of bunny rabbits. Yeah, except for in the zoo, I haven't seen bunny rabbits in so long. Of course, I don't usually play survival, so that's probably why. Mushrooms. You're probably wondering why that door's there. It's because of the bees. And I didn't want them getting out. I had a door back there, I think, and Didn't work so well. Household kitty cats. They're all looking to get fed, but the last mob I fed tried to follow me around. Okay, that is tropical fish. Oh no, I got 3 bears trying to escape through the glass. 4 bears trying to escape through glass. Boom! Come on. Back up. Back up. Back. 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 You guys have fresh air. Hey, let your friend off the ledge. Okay. No. Apparently, this guy's butt needs fresh air. This guy needs some fresh air through his face. And that guy needed fresh air through his butt, but then got through his face. So, I'm confused. So, I have that lit up to say 11 o'clock. I didn't know how else to build numbers because I always build stuff 5 high. And 11 seemed to be a good number. I don't think that's 5 high though. And in case you've seen this before, this will be the same as last time, I think. This is It's a Small World. And we haven't built much. Those are 2 people operating the ride. I was going to say guys, but what if it's a girl? I mean, female. So, when I need to color stuff in Minecraft, that's where I do it, in that cauldron right there. When I need to name something, right there. My sister taught me how to do that. Here, we are going to not go for a ride. Swim. Okay, so my sister taught me how to do this. I'm pretty sure she saw a YouTuber do it, and there you go. And see, they're actually talking. It's cool. They're supposed to be singing It's a Small World, I think. It says hello there. Pretty sure it was in bigger letters, but can't do it because it's Minecraft. Happiest cruise that ever sailed. Yeah, we got this thing. I can't remember what that is. I don't remember what that is. I'm so sorry. Guy in a pirate ship. On a ship or a raft. Looks like a raft to me. Ahoy, matey. I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I think it's in another language. And then this one says looking to the future. And then there's a sea serpent looking thing. And happiest cruise that ever sailed around the world, because I couldn't fit world. It's supposed to be one sign. Where did my car go? Oh, it must have went on without us. Okay. And then there's a rainbow here. I don't know if I added that or not. Honestly. Okay, so it's supposed to go off this way. Of course, there's supposed to be the rest of the ride. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, so they're dancing too. Everybody's dancing. It looks really neat. I think those are ice skaters. But I don't know what these guys are. This is supposed to be happy faces. Oh, this guy is definitely an ice skater or something. And no, I don't know why there's a hole here.
Too far away.
We weren't supposed to see the hole is there, apparently. This guy is Mountie, like from Canada. Except for he doesn't normally have a bird on his head. And that's a tree. And I don't remember what that guy is. I'm so sorry.
Just a banana.
So, because of all that, not having a rest of the ride, we go over here to the exit that will come in from over there. Apparently we didn't set it up right, or it was just having a slow day. Okay, and this is a big old room where everybody's wearing white and dancing. And singing is a small world. And here's a boat. And it's probably letting people off right now, just like we're going. And let's see if we can figure out where this goes. That's the horrible thing about, being on one part of your world and building one thing, and then going to another part of your world and building something else. Because you don't remember what happened at the first build. Which actually, the mansion and all that stuff was my first build. And then I started building Disneyland for a while there. And town and, and this way nothing ever gets finished, but so this is a Who Framed Roger Rabbit ride. It's called Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. And I don't know if it's still there, because I know that it was shut down for a little while because somehow a handicapped kid stood up in the ride. I heard that he was handicapped. I have no idea. But anyway, stood up in the ride and they ended up getting out of the car and getting hurt. So, yeah, not a good idea to get up out of your car when you're on the ride. Because you could get hurt. You could also get thrown out of Disneyland. I knew somebody who did that. He decided that he'd get up and start walking around Haunted Mansion. Yeah, I want to say it was Haunted Mansion. And they actually kicked him out. Gas station. I don't know. That was probably to fill in the space to get us over here to the other part of Batuu. Star Wars Land. I usually call it Star Wars Land, but for some reason in this video, Batuu keeps coming up first. I watched Provost Park Pass giving them a shout out, and he says it's actually called Batuu, but most people call it Star Wars Land. Maybe I'm misquoting. Maybe he said half and half. I don't know. He gave an accurate account. See Minnie's wishing well thing? It's pretty cool. Oh, in Disneyland Adventures, over there is a hidden Mickey. For Toontown. It's the one that I always forget. Okay, that's Minnie's house. probably should have, like, you know, seen the front of it. It's not as cool as it is on Disneyland Adventures, though. And the garage is actually on the wrong side for Mickey's house because it's actually over here. But at the time, I was like, as long as he's got a garage, it's cool. Chippendale's treehouse that we just went through. When I went there, it wasn't so spectacular, so. You know, I liked it, but it was like, there could have been more. I don't know, like, they could have had us go on a acorn run or something. You know, like, have a mini maze or something. I don't know. Could have been something. That's the closest I could come to Donald's house, his boathouse. And this is Goofy's bounce house. Cool thing is, you can actually bounce in it. It had something else in there, and it obviously wasn't bouncy, so I put that in there as soon as I found out it bounces, and I'm like, oh, that is so cool. Random waterfall, not sure if it's actually supposed to be there. A miniature motorhome. It's probably that one from Mickey's Trailer. If you haven't seen Mickey's Trailer, you ought to. It's cute. This little playground thing that is on Disneyland Adventures, so I built it here. No idea if it's there for real. I don't remember it when I went in 2000, but it could be there. I don't know. The game Disneyland Adventures came out in 2013, so there could have been a playground added. So you go up here, and I don't think it was up this high, but I had to go there. For the train station. We'll visit that train station a little later. And see, these are garbage cans. For some reason they're full of water, but it's garbage cans. Probably rained. And for all of you who are sitting there saying it never rains in California, yes it does.
You're killing all their favorite misconceptions about the place.
In fact, my senior year, my hometown, well, my hometown's Sioux City, California, but Fairfield's literally on the other side of the railroad tracks. Okay, so we lived in Fairfield at the time, and it was raining all day. It was probably raining for like 3 or 4 days, but you know, it was raining for a while, and I needed to go to night school, and I had like no more days I could be off, or one more day or something like that. Anyway, I was freaking out that I wasn't going to be able to make it to school, and it turned out it was canceled because the water was literally high enough to get inside my mom's Geo Metro. I know you're saying really small car to begin with, but literally a big truck went by us, and we were rocking like we were a boat. So it was kind of funny. But yeah. So that night we finally got over to McDonald's on Pacific Avenue.
What does that have to do with your build?
And by the time we got to McDonald's, we really had to go potty, and we were like laughing because there's like nothing else to do. This is Dumbo. You know, it was like everything's going wrong. So we were laughing. It was kind of funny because you know how like in Star Wars it says go to the high ground. Well, we had to go to the high ground, which happened to be the post office. The water was receding by then, but oh my gosh. And my dad doesn't remember this, but one time, that was Dumbo. Anyway, my dad doesn't remember this, but one time when I was like really little, I was like 4 or something like that. Our town, Susoon, flooded, and we actually rode a boat over to my grandma and grandpa's house, which was, I believe, the next street over, and when he was standing in the water, you know, to get us all on the boat, me, my mom, and my dad, something bit him. I don't know what. I don't know why something would have bit him, but something did. Oh, this is Casey Jr., by the way. Sorry. It's a Casey Jr. train. And, those cars over there are, you know, like you could be monkeys, tigers, bears, elephants. Well, I don't think elephants was on there, but anyway. Anyway, circus animals. And we go out here. That across from us just now was Pinocchio restaurant. Not entirely sure what it was called, but we called it the Pinocchio restaurant. And it had good burgers, fries, and drinks. I don't think I ever ate anything different from there. I'm a picky eater sometimes. Actually, I'm a picky eater a lot of the times. This is like the wagon wheel, or something like that. The outdoor barbecue that's supposed to be in Frontierland. I've never seen it, but I've heard it exists. This is the Indian village that used to be in Disneyland. See, in 1970, there's like a sign right here. And Kurt Russell and this little boy, he's probably a very famous little boy, but I don't know who he is, so, you know, to me, he's just a little boy. But anyway, so Kurt Russell is standing here, and he crouches down to talk to the kid, and he goes, "Mister, do you know where the Indians do their fire dance?" And he goes, "Well, it tells at 4:30. Well, they couldn't do it at 4:30 because they had to go pick up the kid's dad. Well, Kurt Russell does his, you know, Disney magic and puts it to 4:30, and the Indians do their fire dance. Well, the only problem is that Mr. Gridley comes back and puts it to the right time, and it's 4:30 by that time, so they end up doing it again." So I built it the way I saw it in that scene. Fun fact about Kurt Russell, when he was a little boy, I'm not sure how old he was, but when he was a little boy, he was in a movie called It Happened at the World's Fair. And that's significant because Elvis Presley is in It Happened at the World's Fair. Well, Elvis goes to the World's Fair with the little girl, and he's showing her the sights and everything, and then he meets the pretty nurse because the little girl has way too much goodies and isn't feeling good. So he meets the nurse, and then later he's trying to get back in to see the nurse, but he needs a reason. So he tries to get Kurt Russell's character to kick him. Well, of course, Kurt Russell's character kicks him, and so I don't remember what happens after that. I really don't. I'm so sorry. But, you know, I thought it was kind of funny that Kurt Russell kicked Elvis. You know, everybody loves Elvis, but Kurt Russell kicked him.
He was told to.
I think in one of those Elvis movies, not the ones that Elvis was in, but, you know, the ones where they're showing what his life was like when he was alive. I'm pretty sure Kurt Russell played Elvis in one of those. Just saying. Oh, is it going down or coming up? Okay, it looks like it's going down, so it's gonna be dark soon. Or in my thing, dark eventually. Okay, so, like, in reality, there's a few places to eat at over here. And right there's supposed to be a cave, and you can run around, and, I mean, there's a whole bunch of pieces of cave. And back here is a restaurant. Of course, in real life, I think that, you know, this probably spanned the whole back, but it would have been way too big in Minecraft. Notice, Splash Mountain! And you come out over here. Of course, we went from here to there. Not there to here. And there's something about from here to there and there to here. Oh, I forgot the fireplace. Oh well. We'll get eventually.